What's going on? This is Charlie from Xclusive Autoworks. Today we have an RS5 that we're going to be working on throughout the week. This is actually getting pretty much the best of the best that you can get. It's getting a CQuartz Finest ceramic coating. So that's our top of the line coating that we offer. It's also getting a front end in PPF, which will obviously protect the car. We're going to start washing it now. I got 3 of the wheels done. There's one more that needs to be done that I'm going to show you. But basically for that, we use a chemical, which I'm going to grab. I said it wrong in the beginning in another video. It's called Alu Devil. Just a shot of it here. It's called Alu Devil. And basically, we spray the wheel, let it kind of sit. I like to leave the wheel dry before I spray it on. That's what it says in the bottle too, but we've used it when it was wet before. But basically you spray it on the wheel, let it sit for a couple seconds, minute, just to let it start to remove whatever buildup has been on there. And then we use a little brush to just help loosen the debris, help loosen the brake dust. And then after that, we pressure wash everything off, including the brake calipers, just to get them clean. Now we're gonna go ahead and just wash the car. You've seen that on our channel before. We're just gonna go give it basic wash, make sure everything's clean, make sure there's no debris when we lay the film. After that, it's gonna get a full paint correction. And again, that's for the ceramic coating. So once the correction is done, the car is gonna get fully ceramic coated. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start with the wash. All right, so now we're just soaping up the car with the foam cannon. We do this just to make sure we get a lot of soap, just to make sure the car is clean. So Tommy's gonna foam cannon the car down, and then we're just gonna go ahead and give it the normal wash, like I said. We're gonna use microfiber towels and a bucket of clean water. After that, we're probably gonna go to a clay just to make sure the paint's good. All right, so now we're getting ready to clay mitt it. Here is the clay mitt that we use. It's just a simple clay mitt. One side is the clay, one side is just kind of like a microfiber, spongy. So on the car, we've wiped it down already. It's pretty much clean, but we use the foam cannon again to get the foam and soap on the hood and the whole front end. That's good for the clay mitt, just so there's no friction and it's easier to use. Just use the clay mitt on it. So you just wipe back and forth in straight lines. And I'm not pushing too hard, but you want to put a little bit of pressure just to make sure that the clay is actually working. Right now, Tommy is just going around the car using something called Iron X. It's a paint decontaminator. So when you spray this on the car, it chemically reacts with any contaminants in the paint. And it'll bring out everything to the surface, so you can just rinse it off. This is also key for when you're doing ceramic coatings, because you basically want to get the paint as clean and as pristine as possible. So that's why that includes the whole paint correction too. We're gonna have fresh, clean clear coat for when the coating goes on. All right, so right now we are getting ready to lay the PPF on the hood. The car has been fully washed, so that's completely done. I've already done some of the prep work. I've taken alcohol and went around every edge on the hood. That's just to make sure that it's clean for when you fold the edges underneath. There's no issues with it sticking or with it not sticking. Now we're just using alcohol to wipe the whole panel itself, just to clean it off. And then after that, we're gonna use some slip and use this kind of squeegee. It's kind of like the squeegee that you would have to squeegee like a glass panel in your bathroom or something. We just use that slip and the squeegee to get any debris off the car. So the debris will be suspended in the water when you first spray it on, and then the squeegee just knocks it all off. All right, so the hood is done. We got it in the air right now, or the hood's up. Most of the edges are closed. The front is just a little bit, it's peeling up just a little bit, so we're gonna let that dry out and then we'll tuck that out. But right now we're just prepping the fender. I'm gonna time lapse this fender for the video so you can see how we do that. We are using a pre-cut for everything besides the hood on this car. So we already have it on a table over there. And yeah, we just have to lay the piece on and just make sure the edges meet. So now I'm doing the headlight. I'm just gonna mist it down with slip, squeegee it off. I already wiped it down with alcohol, so whenever we PPF, we wipe it down with alcohol just to make sure that it's clean. All right, so now we're just gonna lay the bumper. We prepped the whole bumper already. And this bumper is also pre-cut and it comes in a bunch of different pieces. So there's this main bumper section, which goes down to about here, goes all the way up here, down to here. There's a very sharp little divot over here. So the main piece gets cut off here. And then there's a lower lip piece that will cover the bottom. All right, so right now we're getting ready to coat the wheels, ceramic coat that is. Tommy's already gone around the whole car and he's cracked all the lugs loose. Now we're just putting it in the air to take off the wheels. So what we're gonna do is, actually I'm gonna come to this side. We have an impact gun. And we're just removing all the lugs. We're doing this because with the Finest, the whole wheel comes off the car to coat it, so we're gonna get a really good cleaning. The wheels themselves are already clean, or at least the faces, but we're gonna go over the whole thing again. So yeah, the wheels are coming off the car, and then we're gonna individually, by hand, clean each one, including the barrel, which is the inner part of the wheel, which I'll show you. When the wheel's on the car, you can really only clean the face, you can't clean the barrel, and you can see how dirty it is in there right now. So we're going to be doing that. And then following that, we're going to be coating them. So you will be able to see the whole process. So yeah, right now we are first pressure washing the inner barrels of the wheel. This will get rid of most of the loose dirt and the buildup that's in there. We are going to go over the whole wheel with some cleaner. So yeah, again, this is the cleaner that we use, Alu Devil Special. What is this stuff actually called? It's called like Tuga, right? So this is called Tuga. Tuga, Temi. This is the wheel cleaner. And again, it's just like cleaning the normal wheel, except we're doing it on the inside. You guys saw the clip of us cleaning the face of the wheel before. We're just doing this to the inside. So I'm gonna spray these down. Just let this soak in for a little bit and let it break down all the brake dust. And then now I'm taking one of these like stiff bristle brushes. It's not too stiff, it's soft, but it's not like a Picasso brush. one of these to just go around the barrel and just scrub it. All right, so this wheel is all clean. I'm gonna be coating it right now. So I got the coating. This is the same bottle that we are using for the car. So you do have to use it sparingly and make sure you have enough for the car and the wheels, because there is just one bottle per car. But yeah, I have an applicator pad, just a little circle. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of coating on the pad and then just gently apply it to the whole face of the wheel. So I'm making sure to get every little nook and cranny. And surprisingly enough, even though this is an RS5, these are not the most aggressive wheels to coat. There's some multiple spoke, like 10 spoke wheels that are really annoying to coat. But this one's not too bad. It's fairly open and you have a lot of room to work with. All right, so it's been about a minute. Now I got a microfiber. And again, I'm gonna be going around the whole wheel and just wiping off the coating. All right, so we actually went ahead and did the complete coating of this car already. So this is a Finest Reserve. So that is 3 coats onto the body of the car. Everything's been done except for this one door right here for the last coat. So right now this has 2 coats, where this door right here has 3. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the last piece of the whole coating on this door. So I'm going to be taking my applicator pad right here and put a thin line of the coating on it, just like that. And I'm going to, we're just torquing down the wheels too, that's why it's moving. I'm going to put it on the car just like this, gently, just apply the coating to the panel. And it is easier to break the door or whatever panel into sections based on the body lines. So I just did this top part where there's a hard body line here. Now I'm going to get onto the body line. Just make sure everything's coated. So I'm onto the body line now. I'll cut the door in half, go to the next body line, and just fill in the empty spaces. Just make sure it's fully covered. And I'll do the other half, outline, and fill in the gaps. And also get the door handle a little bit. And then last is just this lower part of the door. Just like that. All right, so the whole door is coated. Now I just have to wait about a minute for the coating to flash, and then I'm gonna take a towel and just wipe it off. All right, so it's been about a minute. I'm going to grab this microfiber and just wipe off the excess. Well, that's gonna wrap up this beautiful green RS5. We got ceramic coating and paint protection on this vehicle. You got to see the full process of us installing the PPF, and then you got to see a little bit of ceramic coating the wheels and the actual car. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. It would greatly support the channel and the business. And yeah, until then, we'll see you next time.